Hello everyone and welcome to Entertain Me. So today we are going to be discussing the 80th annual Golden Globes. I've got my trusty old school Golden Globe statue here. And this is going to be part of my 4-part series of The Road to the Oscars. I'm going to cover Golden Globes, we're going to cover the SAGs, the BAFTAs, and eventually end up at the Oscars to see who the big winners are. So sit down, sit back, relax, obviously like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. I want to hear what you guys have to think about the award season so far, who you think the big winners are going to be, and obviously pick apart my comments as you feel free to. So let's get started. So let's start the race off with Best Supporting Actress this year in a Motion Picture. So at the Golden Globes this year, we had Carey Mulligan in She Said, Dolly De Laurent in Triangle of Sadness, Jamie Lee Curtis in Everything Everywhere All at Once, Carrie Condon in The Banshees of Inisherin, and of course, Angela Bassett in Wakanda Forever. So, no surprise here really to me that the big winner of the night went to the great Angela Bassett for Wakanda Forever. I think this is the year where we're finally going to get to see Angela Bassett get that Oscar that she so deserved. And that she did miss out on, I believe it was back in 1994, for her portrayal of Tina Turner. I mean, for any of you that have seen her in Wakanda Forever, she is absolutely fantastic. The thing that I've always loved about Angela Bassett is that anytime she seems to be on the screen in absolutely anything she does, she has a real command to her presence on the screen. You watch her, she controls the scene, you can't focus on anything else. And obviously in Wakanda Forever, there is no difference there. So I am actually really excited to see her doing so well this year on the awards circuit. And I really think she is going to go in and snatch the gold man on Oscar night. So the other great thing about the Best Supporting Actress race this year was the fact that Jamie Lee Curtis got a nomination. It's been a while since we've seen her at the Golden Globes. And again, she's one of those actresses that I feel like is long overdue for some recognition with her work. The other exciting factor is that she received her very first Oscar nomination. I am such a Jamie Lee Curtis fan. I think she's absolutely fantastic in everything she does. I obviously love her in all of the Halloween movies as well. The thing that kind of hurts me a little bit inside, as much as I love Angela Bassett, is I do think if it was another year where Angela Bassett's performance wasn't in contention for any of these awards, I think Jamie Lee Curtis would have had a really, really good and strong chance to snag some of these awards. But like I say, definitely the nomination is a win for her. I think the only thing that could have screwed up the whole Best Supporting Actress race is if Michelle Williams would have been nominated in the Best Supporting Actress category rather than in the Lead Actress category, which a lot of people are kind of saying is a bit of a weird one for her, just because they think that her performance in The Fabelmans was more of a supporting role, and I think the race might have ended up a little bit different if Michelle was nominated in Supporting Actress, but they chose the way of doing her for Best Actress, so we'll see what comes Oscar night, but I think that Angela Bassett has this one in the bag, but congratulations to all the winners. Moving on to the Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture Film, the nominees were Eddie Redmayne in The Good Nurse, Brad Pitt in Babylon, Barry Keoghan in The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Gleeson in The Banshees of Inisherin, and of course, Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And it was Ke Huy Quan's big night to win, and honestly, if you guys had watched his acceptance speech for his win, it was probably one of the most touching and heartfelt moments of the night. I mean, this guy was a child actor. He was a kid when he was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Of course, he was in The Goonies. So it was really heartfelt and touching to see him being able to give Steven Spielberg a shout out right there in the audience as well, who gave him his first chance in movies. This guy, I think, is pretty much a shoo-in to take most of award season, with the exception pretty much of the BAFTAs, because the BAFTAs, again, being over in London, the performances are a little bit different with who they typically pick, but we never know. But I think come Oscar night, he's going to be the one up there accepting his award, and I think it's going to be one of those really touching moments to see. So really happy for him because his performance in that movie, and honestly almost everyone's performance in Everything Everywhere All at Once, was amazing, so it's a very well deserved. So congratulations, Ke Huy Quan. So up next, we've got the Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy category. The nominees were Emma Thompson in Good Luck to You, Leo Grand, Anna Taylor-Joy in The Menu, Margot Robbie in Babylon, Leslie Manville in Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, and Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And no big surprise here, to tell you the truth. Michelle took the award for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy, and honestly, so well deserved. She is such a fantastic actress. She did such a great job in this movie. And again, the movie itself was just something very different, very incredible, great writing, great script. So it was really nice to see her get the recognition that she does deserve. I think when it comes to Oscar time, I think the race really will come down to Cate Blanchett and her for the Best Actress Oscar. The front runner right now is Cate Blanchett for Tar. She has been doing quite well. But to be completely honest with you, I don't think it would be a huge surprise to see if Michelle did kind of sweep in and take the Best Actress Oscar. I honestly would kind of be really excited and happy to see her win. Cate Blanchett, obviously, we're going to get to her in a bit. She's fantastic. But part of me feels like, she does have 2 Oscars already, and I feel like her career still has a long way to go, and she's going to do more fantastic things because she is brilliant in everything she does. I think it would be a fantastic win for Michelle to get that moment, get that Oscar. So part of me is kind of hoping for her to win that night. So we'll see what happens come Oscar night, but Michelle Yeoh, what a fantastic performance she gave. And now moving on to the Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy, the nominees were Ralph Fiennes in The Menu, Adam Driver in White Noise, Daniel Craig in Glass Onion, Diego Calva for Babylon, and Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin. And Colin Farrell swept in and took the best actor prize for this one at the Golden Globes. And he definitely deserved it. This movie, The Banshees of Inisherin, have been getting such great reviews. Colin Farrell is one of those actors that is pretty much spectacular in everything he does. He really commits to his roles, and he's just one of those people that is so good on the screen to watch. I believe he just took the London Film Critics Award as well just the other day. So when it comes to Oscar season, I'm not 100% sure. I think my gut tells me it's coming down to 2 people who we're going to get to in a little bit. Which is going to be Brendan Fraser and Austin Butler. But Colin Farrell, if he wins, again, well-deserving. He did a great job in this movie. And moving on next to the Best Actor in a Drama, the nominees were Jeremy Pope in The Inspection, Bill Nighy in Living, Hugh Jackman in The Son, Brendan Fraser in The Whale, and Austin Butler in Elvis. Now, here's the thing for me, and this is just my opinion. Austin Butler was really, really good in Elvis. There is no denying that. His performance was so solid. The fact that he did his own singing in this absolutely blew my mind. So I'm not saying he didn't deserve to win. He did. I think maybe, again, because this one was maybe should have been in the musical category. Again, there's always that gray area with the Golden Globes. It's confusing. But my gut does tell me that at the end of the day, I think Brendan Fraser's gonna get this one for The Whale. There's obviously controversy with Brendan Fraser and the Golden Globes right now. Back, I believe it was in 2018, with a sexual misconduct allegation against one of the people at the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Obviously, Brendan Fraser wasn't at the Golden Globes because, again, he has no reason to be because of that reason. But I do think as we go on throughout the award season, I think Brendan Fraser's gonna kind of take over with the winning part. But again, we'll see what happens. But Austin Butler, again, I actually just rewatched Elvis the other day again for the second time, and it was a spectacular performance. The movie was maybe a little bit too long for me. It dragged in a few parts, but amazing, solid performance, and great job, Austin Butler. And that brings us to the Best Actress in a Drama. And the nominees were Michelle Williams in The Fableman, Anna de Armas in Blonde, Viola Davis in The Woman King, Olivia Colman in Empire of Light, and Cate Blanchett in Tar. And really no surprise, Cate Blanchett was the overall winner for Tar. She has pretty much been winning almost every award thus far. She is definitely going to be the front runner at the Oscars, you know. And I spoke a little about this again when we were talking about the race between her and Michelle from Everything Everywhere All at Once. You know, Cate Blanchett is great. And it is an amazing performance. If she wins, of course, she deserves it. Like I said before, it'd be great to kind of see Michelle Yeoh skip in and kind of take that award. I think it'd be kind of an epic win for her. The other thing that potentially could happen, and it happened with the whole Olivia Colman, Glenn Close thing. If we get to Oscar time and a lot of the voters can't choose between Cate Blanchett or Michelle Yeoh, because sometimes they're like, oh, I just can't choose between those two. A potential upset, quote unquote upset, that could happen is potentially even Michelle Williams stepping in for The Fablemans. Her performance was spectacular. I think, again, like I said as well, if she was nominated in the Best Supporting Actress, which kind of should have been, it could have played very well for her to win. I believe this is Michelle Williams' 5th Oscar nomination, and she hasn't won yet. So you never know. I think the Best Actress is going to, like I said, going to be tied up with Cate Blanchett, but it could be fun to see another surprise. And then the 2 Best Picture winners at the Golden Globes this year for Best Musical or Comedy, it went to The Banshees of the Banshees of Inisherin, and the Best Movie for a Drama went to The Fablemans. I think, again, I don't know which one's going to win at the Oscar season. I think throughout the rest of this award season, it's going to be hit or miss and can go either way between a few of these movies. I'm kind of expecting at the Oscars, I don't know why. My gut is telling me that Everything Everywhere All at Once is going to collect quite a few awards. And they very well could take Best Picture for this as well. I think that one, there's no clear frontrunner, so it's actually going to be really, really exciting to see what happens. Yeah, who knows? We'll have to watch and find out. So what do you guys think of the Golden Globes? What are your reactions? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think deserved to win? Anything like that, let me know. Also, one thing I'd be curious about too is what do you guys think of the whole new Golden Globes award that they released a couple years ago versus the old guy here? Personally, I'm kind of fond of this one here. I'm hoping to get a newly updated one for next year's video, so we'll see. I'm kind of stuck with the old guy. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. I look forward to, I believe the next one is going to be the BAFTAs coming up next. So we'll look forward to covering that for you. Have a good day. See you later.